Right, so I'm going to make a hook for the bracket. I've already made a couple. I didn't think you needed to see three of the same thing. Although to be fair, when I make three hooks, they're very rarely the same thing. But I'll show you the process. So first off, I'll start with the. I'll tell you what, I'll show you. Here's one I've already just made. Where are we? There we are. Focus it. So we start with the ace spades looking at the top. That's where the bolt will go through and fix it to the bracket. So that's what we'll go for next. I've used this forge for a few days now and I prefer it way more to the gas forge, but this is much more finicky. It can take me a while to be able to say that I know what I'm doing with this. But let's have a go, eh? So I'll put a taper on it. Short tape. So that's what I've done just. Put a nice little taper on it. Then what I'll do is flatten this out by isolating it on the side of the anvil. And I'll stand the other side of the anvil this time because it looks like you might not be able to see much when you're standing there. So, ideally what I would do is measure out my stock, cut it first so that they're all going to be the same. But with this being the bracket that it is, I was going for higgledy-piggledy rustic look anyway. And that's not a cop-out, that's genuinely what I was going for. So, I think I've probably managed it. Right. What we do now is isolate however much we want at the top for the bracket holding area and half on, half off the anvil. So as you can see now, that's isolated in the mount at the end. What I'll do now is I'll focus on the two ends at the bottom to bring them out, draw them out, and I'll use the peen of the hammer to do that. I'll show you now. Straight back up to the isolation point. And what I'm doing is I'm dragging out with the peen the areas that I want to be fatter. far from perfect, but you get the idea. I think I'll just have a bit more heat on that one and just try and make them a little bit more even. You get the method. Sometimes I can do really nice ones, sometimes I come out of it ugly. That comes from practice, I guess. So, you want this end out of it now. I just flatten it out then so that when it's against the bracket it'll obviously sit nice. And there we are. I might tidy them up on the grinder a little bit just to make them all a little bit nicer around the edges. But basically that's it. Right, people, you can call these leaves, and if it was going to be a leaf I would have made the bottom ends even fatter. I don't want leaves on this one, I just want a very basic rustic shelving unit or bracket, should I say. What I'm going to do now is nip this off with the hardy tool so that I can taper the end, curly to bend it. So I'll come back to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is cut it off like I say. I use an anvil I don't forge with. Sorry, a hammer with I don't forge with. So, roll it around. Now the reason you roll it around like that is so that you get a nice even cut instead of having one end jagged. And never go all the way through. I think we're about there. So then what I do is take a set of tongs and then put my hammer down. I wish I had a proper anvil. And then just twist it off. That goes in the fire now so we can taper this end down a bit. So let's get rid of that hammer and get rid of the hardy tool. I'll come back to you in a minute. So we're going to taper the end now. Of course, this is where, if I'd have taken the measurement of the stock, I could have got them more precise. But this being the first bracket of this kind I've done, I wasn't really too fussed on making it perfect. I just want to practice the techniques. And once I've practiced the techniques, then I will make one and attempt to make it perfect. taper on that. Okay. So I'm just taking the corners off, way up. On the next heat I'll round it off. Now obviously being careful now, because when it comes to the taper, the end is much thinner than the middle piece. So there's a very good chance of burning it off if you're not careful. And if you're like me, new to coal forges, I think it'll take you by surprise on how fast stuff heats up compared to gas forge. What I've just done there is just took out the heat and quenched the tip just a little bit so that it can all come to the correct temperature at the same sort of time, hopefully. Nice dull heat. Because I'm not forging now, I'm just planishing these corners up for now. And if you go off slightly and it starts to go where you don't want it to, all you've got to do is hold the piece firm and correct it. For the next heat I will just finish off rounding it off. What we'll do is I'll come back when I'm ready to bend it. Okay, so I've rounded it off. It's not perfect, but I like the rustic look. Where you can see that it's been forged. So what I'm going to do now is put a little rat's tail on the end, or a curly Q. So just a nice sweeping blows at the edge of the anvil, and bring it towards yourself. Tuck it in. Just gentle blows. That's not the nicest one I've ever done, but it'll have the desired effect. Okay, so it's bending time now. Like I said before, you can do this in a jig. I did make a jig. It does work, but I think, because I'm not making 20 or 30 of them, I think the practice is more important than making them all fast in a minute. So I will keep doing it this way. Now don't forget you've got to quench your curly Q rat's tail at the end before you start bending, in case you knock it. With it being very thin at the end now, it's going to be very easy to make a mess of it. And you don't want to ruin your nice rat's tail, do you? So, take this out of the fire. Make sure that you're level. And bring it round. There isn't much more to it than that, really. Now you can punch the holes in the end to fit them to the bracket, and I did punch the holes in the bracket, but considering how thin the material is, and the fact that I'm not doing 500, putting them on the drill press will suffice. So all I want to do now is just final tweaks, just to twist it a little bit, because it's a little bit twisty. So I'm not using the most ideal tongs for this. They're very good tongs, but they're not specific for this stock. So it's they're alright. They're not perfect. Pretty close. I think I want it open just a little bit more. And there we have it. Give it a bit of a clean. And it's on the floor. Very surprised, that's only the first time I've done that today. I usually drop things about a gazillion times. I don't think it's ugly. It's not perfect towards the other ones, but I don't think it's too bad. And you know what? Having put it next to the other one, I don't think it's far off. What I'll do is I'll drill the holes and then finish them, and then I'll let you have my battery run out on my phone before I could show the next stages. But I showed you how to make one hook, so what I did is I made two hooks, one size and one larger one for the middle. And I haven't got a rivet making tool just yet, so I have to make do, but I don't think I did too bad with these rivets. I finished it off with some boiled linseed oil. I still need a bit of practice on getting the finish the same all the way over, but I do think it looks pretty nice. All in all, I'm quite happy with that. It's not bad for a first attempt. Cheers guys.